All right, guys. It took me 45 minutes, but I finally gathered myself to be able to talk about this game. Now, going into this game, I mentioned in my UCL preview, round 16 preview, I mentioned that this game is going to be won and lost in the midfield and the defense. So I feel like our attacks are comparable, right? When you look at Salah, Diaz, Gakpo, Jota, Nunez versus Dembele, Barcola, Kvaratskhelia, Desiree Doué, Gonzalo Ramos, like it's comparable guys, right? Where I think the difference is our physicality in midfield combined with our technical players' abilities. McAllister, Gravenberch, and Szoboszlai. I don't think, the likes of Neves, Vitinha, and Ruiz can match up with that oomph in midfield, right? That might be where we can win this tie. And obviously, when you compare the defenses, our defense is better than theirs. Now, we have better individual defenders, better center backs, and we have a much better goalkeeper than they do. And that was everything today. The goalkeeper was the story today. Alisson Becker, to me, best goalkeeper in the world. I've said it many times, and I'm going to keep saying it until he has only one leg working. He's the best goalkeeper in the world. Donnarumma, on the other hand, I don't trust that guy. I never have, and I never will. I just don't see it with him, right? This game, I feel like we went into this game with too much respect for PSG. They're in an incredible run of form. I think it's 22 games unbeaten. Was 22 games unbeaten. But why are we going into the game respecting PSG like this is prime Barcelona? Like this is Iniesta and Xavi in the midfield, letting them ping the ball around us as if we don't know what we're doing. Like we're not in the same class as them. Like we're not a better team than them. I don't care about 22 games in a row. I don't care about all the goals they've scored and all the French Ligue 1 teams that they've beat on, because I don't trust those teams. I don't trust that league. I don't take it as seriously as La Liga, for example, or Serie A. Like if they were beating those teams, I would be like, okay, these are, but they're beating Ligue 1 teams. We know what Ligue 1 teams do in European tournaments. We've seen this many times. They've always fallen short in European competitions. So I'm not understanding why Arne Slot went in there like, just because we're away from home and the second leg is at Anfield, let's go in there and just lay on our backs and let them have their way with us. Like, what are we doing? And every time we got the ball, and this is the thing, our style of play that's not our style of play. We're not a sit back and just soak up pressure for 90 minutes team. We have too many technical players, too many wonderfully gifted players for us to sit back an entire game and just soak up pressure. That's not our game. And you saw it every time we got the ball and try to counterattack. We didn't know what we were doing. Szoboszlai and Diaz in that first half, my God. The amount of times I yelled at my screen, like, do you guys know how to dribble the ball? Do you know how to connect two passes and drive into space? Szoboszlai had so many chances to drive with the ball, 30, 40 yards. You have Vitinha and João Neves chasing you. They're never going to catch you. Why are you jogging with the ball, slowing down, letting the defense catch up? They have Hakimi on one end and Nuno Mensch on the other end. If you give them enough time, they're going to catch you quickly. They're that fast. But at a straight sprint, when you have a head start, they can't catch you. One of the fastest players in our team. Same with Diaz. And every counterattack was just slow, or it was the wrong pass. It was too quick. Like we're trying too hard to attack too quick. And I think some of the players might have factored in, like this is a team with incredible pace on the wings. They can get back pretty quickly. We have to make our move quickly, but you just have to you have to attack the way you normally counterattack against other teams, because you have the pace with the head start. You have enough to get to get into goal scoring positions. Salah, this is his worst game of the season. This is probably everybody bar McAllister and the defense's worst game of the season. Like I don't think I've seen us play. We had 2 shots, guys. Liverpool FC had 2 shots. No, not in one half. We had 2 shots in the entire game. No shots in the first half. It was 12-0 shots in the first half. Alisson made 4 saves. when they lined up and I saw that Kvaratskhelia was on the right and Dembele was down the middle, I was happy because obviously not watching enough PSG games, I didn't factor in the fact that they interchanged their front three. Every couple minutes, that just one guy's on the left, not on the right, not in the middle. They moved their guys around a lot. I was hoping Dembele would stay down central a little bit more because the moment he went to the right, he started cooking. And PSG was cooking. His relationship with Hakimi is telepathic. They just find ways to get through, get shots off, get to the byline, put a cross in. Like, is one of the strongest wing combinations in world football. And that first half was just shot after shot after shot after shot. Alisson save the probably the best Alisson save was when Kvaratskhelia cuts in. He's on the left, cuts in on I think Trent, maybe Gravenberch, Konate. 3 of them were in there, and he shoots it. Ricochets off Konate's leg, bounces right before Alisson. He has to claw it. Kind of a late reaction save, claw it down his right. He made every save in the book. Right-handed save, stretching, to his left. When later in the second half, when Doué shot the ball, just strong, calm claims down at his feet. Every kind of save you needed him to make, he made it. If you needed, there was one incident where a cross comes in from the right, and it's kind of like one of those low crosses that you can't really catch it, but you also can't parry it into just the 6-yard box. He generates so much power and palms the ball all the way to the 18-yard box. Like, it's goalkeeping moments like that remind me why he's the best goalkeeper in the world easily. We had nothing going for us the entire, and it's not because PSG is such an amazing defensive team that we had nothing. We just did not know how to attack. It's like our players weren't understanding how to counter this team, which is shocking to me because we've been such a strong counter-attacking team for 10 years now? Since Klopp came in, we've been so strong on the counter, and we did not do any of that the entire game. And even the goal that we scored at the end, Alisson just hoofs it up, and Nunez, I have to give him credit, he bullies Marquinhos. Get off me. 50-50, wins the challenge, takes the ball, and I was worried when he got the ball at the edge of the box because I'm thinking Nunez, he's either going to shoot the ball and just sky it, or he's going to overcook the pass, to Harvey Elliott. And something I haven't seen a lot from Nunez is a calm decision. Plays a perfectly weighted ball, Harvey Elliott in step and just corner. Now, had that been I don't know, maybe Dembele against Alisson, he probably saves that because it wasn't completely in the corner. It was a savable shot, and especially because he telegraphed where he was going with the shot. But it goes back to what I said about Donnarumma. I don't trust him. I've never trusted him, and I can't trust him. With the ball at his feet, I don't trust him. When it comes to making smart decisions, I don't trust him. He makes the occasional great save, but overall as a package, I can't trust him. And Alisson today said, "Oh, you want to sign Mamardashvili? Oh, you have signed Mamardashvili? Do you forget who I am? I'm the best goalkeeper in the world. Nobody comes close to me. Maybe Thibaut Courtois, but that's it. Nobody comes close to me as a goalkeeper." I want to give credit to Trent. This was, for me, Trent's best defensive performance in 5-6 years. He was incredible. There might have been a couple moments where Kvaratskhelia and Barcola, beat him down the left, but like when you have such skillful, pacey players, they're gonna beat you every now and then. But he held his own against 3 different guys, 4 different guys actually. Kvaratskhelia, Doué when he came on, Barcola before he went off, and Dembele also had moments on the left. It was a complete defensive performance, clearing the ball when he needs to clear it, being calm under pressure, reading the play, anticipating the play. Konate should have been sent off. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys and say that that wasn't a foul on Barcola. It was a foul, in my opinion, and it should have been a red, and that would have changed. Well, maybe it wouldn't have changed anything because the way we were defending and the way PSG are so. PSG in big Champions League moments, I've said it multiple times, I will never trust this team. I didn't trust them when they had Ibra and Cavani. I didn't trust them when they had Neymar, Mbappe, Messi. And I don't trust them now. They always find a way to lose or fail in the biggest moments. And they did it again today. They should have beaten Liverpool 2-3-4. Like, it should have been an absolute whacking. Now, granted, I think if PSG had scored, Liverpool probably would have woken up a little bit more. But the pressure that they put on Liverpool the entire game, they should have walked away with a 2-goal lead at least. And I said it in the preview, they have to win this game, and they have to win it by not one, but of course by one, but probably 2 goals to go through. And the fact that they haven't won this game and they've lost it, I'm struggling to see how they go to Anfield and win there. Because they're not going to have 27 shots and 60, whatever the possession stats were, they're not going to have 27 shots at Anfield. Or not 27 good shots. They're not going to force 9 saves unless Liverpool just sit back, which we're not going to do that at home. So this is an incredibly disappointing performance from PSG. Because 22 games unbeaten, all the form in the world, probably the most informed team in world football, and this is what you produce at home with all the momentum on your side. And a Liverpool team, especially for that first 20 minutes, they didn't come to play. Like, in a serious manner, they didn't come to play with PSG at all. It was a PSG, one team showed up today, and they should have walked away with all 3 points. And the fact that they didn't just continues to show what a lot of us think about PSG as a team. When it comes to Liga, they're going to bully. It doesn't matter if it's Marseille, if it's Lille, if it's Rouen, whoever it is, they're going to slap up Lyon. They're going to slap up whoever it is in Ligue 1. When it comes to Europe, and you face a big boy, Real, Barca, Bayern, Liverpool, what do you have to show for it? Nothing. Now, I'm going into next week extremely confident that we're going to score again. Because if we can play this bad, our worst game of the season, by the way, we didn't play this bad against Plymouth with our BC team. We didn't play this bad against Nottingham Forest or against PSV or against Spurs in the first leg. We didn't play this bad against any of those teams. And we lost all those games. And we managed to win this game. This is the greatest robbery I've seen Liverpool FC pull off in 20 years. Since that Champions League final against AC Milan, I haven't seen us steal a game like this before. This is grand theft football. We absolutely stole this game. And now, going into next week, I think we play Southampton on Saturday. Are we going to be able to rest, a couple players, maybe Salah, maybe start Nunez, or maybe start Jota and start Nunez on in the second leg? Maybe rotate the side a little bit because Southampton is basically already relegated. So we can go into that game confident. We can rest a couple players and then really go into that PSG game guns blazing before the Carabao Cup final. So I'm over the moon. I'm ecstatic. I got the Liverpool on. I got the red lights. I'm in a red mood right now. Like I'm loving life. It's been a great day, and I didn't expect us to leave Paris with anything other than a draw, maximum. I was hoping for a draw because I know the form they're in. I know the players that they have, but to go away with a win and a clean sheet, that just sets us up for an incredible March. We have big games coming up in March. Obviously, the second leg, Carabao Cup final, and the game against Southampton. This is a chance for us to really stamp our foothold in every competition. And guys, I think we're going to do it. I'm very confident. I'll make my predictions after the next Wednesday when the round of 16 is complete on what I think we're going to do against probably Villa. And I hope I don't buy my words. I hope we actually see it through against PSG. I think we will. I'm confident we will. But you can't rule out, great players like Dembele, Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia, that should have been a goal. It's a margins game. His heel was offside, literally 1-2 more inches, and that goal stands. The Konate red card, that should have been a red card. So it could have really gone bad for Liverpool in this game. It didn't, and we rode our luck for 90 minutes, and now we just have to see it out in the second leg. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are. And let me know what you think are some of the biggest like robberies in football. Like a team just snatches the game where they do not deserve anything from the game at all. I want to know what you guys think about that, and what your predictions are for the second leg. See ya.